of stuck here. The cops won't bother me. I adjusted my clutch cable. I actually lubed it, and now it's like it grabs really low. I'm so not used to that. Freaking cold. Doesn't feel like a good time to ride, and it isn't. But you just gotta get out there and ride. Biker life. Oh look, a couch. It's free. They put a big sign on it. Who the hell wants your scratched up, torn up couch? Okay, just throw it out, lazy ass. That's a cool house right there. Cool by American standards. Museum here? Yeah, there's a museum here and a park. What the hell is this guy doing? What is he gonna do? You're gonna park in the middle of the intersection? Oh yeah, park in the middle of the intersection, buddy. Very smart. He's still in the middle of the intersection. What a dummy. Oh yeah, even if you're lost, I don't understand, man. Just pull over. Just go to a different side. Can't you do that? You have to like stop in the middle of an intersection. I've never been through here. I don't know what's over here. Looks very poor. Very, very poor. But that's what the United States is. You're just a bunch of poor people. And then a small group in the cities who wants to tell the poor people how they should be living. And pretending that they're woke. Honda Accord. That's a car that a lot of people wouldn't be seen driving, but I love old cars. I love the bang for the dollar. Good bang for the dollar. That's what I like in life. That's why I like the V-Strom. It's a good bang for the dollar. A good value. And a lot of people just call me cheap, and they're right, but it's not just about cheapness, because I used to have a really decent job and I made decent money. And I still would pick a V-Strom over a piece of shit BMW. And I think a lot of it has to do with the little train that could. You know, it's you have a inferior bike because a lot of people deem it inferior because it's smaller. And then you do more with it than the guy that's riding the BMW. That's what I like. You know, it's you completely take something that's not meant to be as good and you make it as good. You just ride the living shit out of it. And that's why I like the V-Strom. That's why I like that Honda Accord wagon that I just bought. Those things to me are a greater value than buying like this car right here, the GS. I don't see the point. I feel cars and motorcycles are kind of like stray dogs, or dogs that were going to be sentenced to death. It's like you give them a new life. And I'm a freaking good dog owner. Just saying. I'm a freaking good motorcycle owner. Like, I give them, like, you know, if I got a dog like a German Shepherd that was in the pound and nobody wanted him and he was like older, and you know, that's what people do with motorcycles and cars. They don't want like that old dog. They want the new puppy because somehow they're like these obtuse, very simple people. But I like the old dog. The old dog has got character. I like that I don't have to teach that old dog that he needs to go poop outside. It already knows to poop outside. All of that is teachable, and that dog is going to worship you because you're going to give him like a great life. You're going to feed it the best food. I gotta go the right lane. You're going to feed it the best. You're going to just treat that dog like it's the best thing ever. And that's what I do with this V-Strom. Feed it the best food, take it for plenty of walks, go on hikes with it. And in turn, this dog loves me. There's so many good dogs out there, so why would you want to get like a new dog? It's not like the new dog is better than the old dog. That's the way I feel about this V-Strom or any bike that's old and like people just don't care for it because it's not the newest and greatest. You give it a new home, man, and it's new for you. It's like a new experience with you. You learn it. And what I like about this V-Strom, it's like it feels like a dog that you can keep forever. It's not like a frilly little dog that's going to die soon. It's just going to keep on ticking. It's going to outlast you. Well, maybe you don't want your dog to outlast you, but man, why not? God damn, it's freezing. I like to look at people's houses. I always wonder, what the fuck do you do to live in such a nice house? Fucking jackass. No, I don't say that. I think that was the Versys 300X. That's a pretty fascinating bike. The Versys 300, I saw it at the IMS show. Pretty rare to see a bike in this temperature just rolling around, but yeah, it just went the opposite way. It looked great. I'm a fan of the Versys. And I was looking at some Versys, but they're too similar to the V-Strom. And I much prefer the V-Strom because the V-twin engine, it's a very fun engine. But the V-Strom 300 looks fantastic. It's got the same engine really that the Ninja 300 and the Ninja 250. It's just a bump up in displacement from the 250. And I know that those engines are extremely reliable. Because I had an 08 Ninja 250R that I put, what, 87,000 miles without any problems. By the time I got to 87,000 miles, it was getting a little bit weak, so the compression wasn't there. But that's a given. So I would much rather have a Versys 300 than a Ninja 250, even though the 250 was great, man. What a great bike. I liked the 250R so much that I bought a old 250 for commuting because I was getting like 70 miles to the gallon. And I bet the Versys 300 gets that too, and I bet it's got fuel injection. I think the 300s do have fuel injection. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth getting in Versys 300. And people kind of lose track of what they want in motorcycles. The V-Strom 650 is luxurious compared to 300. The 300, when you sit on it, it feels like it's a cheap bike. I'm not gonna lie, I like the 300, I like the Ninja 300 and everything, but when you sit on it, it just feels like it's a budget bike, which it is. So it's to be expected. It's also much cheaper. But when you sit on this V-Strom, it feels like it's a much higher quality bike. I think that's what I like about it. And you can get a V-Strom 650 for the like a used V-Strom 650 for the price of a Versys 300. So why would you get a Versys 300? Well, I think perhaps for the lighter weight. It's much lighter, and it's also a lot slimmer looking. So I think if you want to do some off-road riding, the 300 might be the greater bike. Having a lighter weight is not your friend off-road. So when you go to pick up a V-Strom 650, you're gonna feel that bitch. But a Versys 300, man, it's just light, it's flickable. And in the twisties, as long as the road was very tight, I never had any issues keeping up with 600cc sport bikes. What the fuck you doing, man? You should signal, cocksucker. What the fuck you doing breaking out of the middle of nowhere? There's a kid over there. You don't have to fucking stop, idiot. God damn. Oh, you're... Okay, he's searching for a street. Sorry, I'm an asshole. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. Don't kill me, bro. Yeah, man, the Versys 300 is basic transportation, basic fun, and a lot of guys that get like these very expensive bikes shouldn't be getting very expensive bikes because they don't really use them. So it's like a waste of money, but hey, it's their money. Do whatever you want. I just don't think it's dignified to buy a very expensive bike and then not use it. it's kind of lame, you know? You want to be passionate about your riding, so go fucking ride the thing. Why'd you spend $20,000 to buy a bike that you're not going to ride? At least get a cheap bike. But it's your money. Alright. I'm a douchebag, I know. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.